Okay, so today we want to tell you the story of Pinterest. And the reason why we want to start off with the sentence, "A picture worth 1,000 words," is because at the very first time you click on the link of Pinterest, the very first thing you should and you must see is tons of pictures. And like any other the most successful e-commerce companies all over the world, Pinterest started off with a very simple truth. In this case, the truth is people love collecting things and they enjoy showing off their collection to other people. And from that very simple idea, Pinterest has its own global goal is to connect everyone in the world through the things they find interesting. The next question is how? Pinterest was founded in 2009 and 1 year later, in March of 2010, Pinterest was officially launched. And from that time on, Pinterest has allowed people to, create their own scrapbook of images, videos, and other content. But it's different from the old time when you have to buy your own scrapbook and then some pinning stuff, and then you have to paste some pictures, some notes on your book. Now you have a virtually bulleted website, a pinboard, and just by one click you can pin your content to your board and you're done. Okay, there are two facts about Pinterest. It is one of the fastest growing websites all over the world, and it is reported as the fastest website to reach 10 million visitors just for 1 month. And right now it is the third famous social network in the USA, just behind Facebook and Twitter. The next fact is it is also one of the stickiest websites when people spend more than 80 minutes per session, and they also visit Pinterest once or more than once per week. But unlike Facebook, Pinterest now doesn't allow any kind of paid advertisements, and it also doesn't have any clear business model. But actually it cannot be denied that Pinterest has played a very important part in the e-commerce wave. Okay, let's take Whole Foods, the natural food supermarket chain, as an example. It is one of the first companies to develop a presence on Pinterest, and now it has more than 180,670 followers, and it doesn't use Pinterest to advertise its own product, but it uses Pinterest as a way to communicate Whole Foods' core value. For example, care about community and the environment, promoting healthy eating, and selling high-quality organic and natural fruits through carefully presenting images relevant to those values. And Pinterest has become a leading source of traffic to the Real Simple website, providing twice as many referrals as Facebook and Twitter combined. To consumers, Pinterest can function as a source of inspiration or as a way to create their own shopping list. And retailers also take the notice that Pinterest has helped drive the shopper to make purchase. We have some very powerful numbers here. A third of online shoppers made a purchase based on what they had seen on Pinterest. And there was as much traffic originating from Pinterest as from Twitter, and that Pinterest spend an average of $80 each time they make an online purchase. And that number twice at the amount of Facebook and Twitter summaries. Okay, as a result, retailers are starting to work Pinterest into the marketing mix, say highlighting Pinterest in their marketing mail, or, for example, in this website, they added Pinterest button that allow people to share product images and hit link directly from the website.
So for my part, let me walk you down the memory lane a little bit. Pinterest was created using Django and Python programming language, which enables rapid development, reusability of components, and elegant design. It also helps Pinterest to connect with other social networks like Facebook or Twitter you can easily add your Pinterest image to your Facebook timeline or to the account. And on the mobile front, it first introduced its iPhone app in March 2011 and updated a lot since then. But it didn't have any standalone for Androids, Windows phones or BlackBerry. It just created the Pinterest mobile to run on browsers instead. So despite all those good news, there are several major issues that can cloud in the future of Pinterest, chief among which is copyright infringement. Because the basis of Pinterest involves users potentially violating copyrights from other websites. People can easily pin images without asking for permission. So to solve this, Pinterest has issued an opt-out code to help other sites to prevent their images from being pinned. Also, Pinterest has added citations if the image is from other sites like Tumblr or Flickr or SlideShare. But the problem hasn't been fully solved yet, so someone has suggested that Pinterest can use a filter system like YouTube. So now the major issue of Pinterest is that it's not free from spam. Many fake accounts have created links that offer you free stuff, but when you click on it, nothing real happens. But the thing is, the spammers, they get your personal contact ready and they also have commissions. So that's annoying, isn't it? And Pinterest needs to adapt the system to get rid of those annoying spammers, and at the same time warn the users to be wary of the situation. And the final issue is the competitors. Although Pinterest is considered the first mover and has significant advantages in the industry, it has some major competitors like Just the Post or Manifesting, and the most recent is the Fancy. And there are news that Apple will purchase the Fancy in the near future. So if that really happens, then it will become the most formidable rival Pinterest. So that's it. That is the end of our presentation today. Thank you for listening. Pinterest is interesting. So let's pin your interest. Goodbye!